couple of days ago, I had posted a video about focusing, executing, dominating, and having the victory in areas of your life. Um, First, I want to say thank you to everyone who liked the video that I posted on Facebook and Twitter, who shared the video. If you did, thank you. But I want you to understand that, just because I broke those things down in the video, and that, I have more to say about those things, that I'm not a perfect individual. So don't think that. We all are fallible, and we all make mistakes, and we all have did things that we regret. But we have to learn to forgive ourselves and move on, because God has forgiven us. And if God has forgiven you and you ask for forgiveness for whatever you've done, you have to forgive yourself and move on, and go on with life, and don't do those things again. But that's neither here. I didn't mean to go into any of that. But today I kind of wanted to say and talk about some things that that bother me, that I wonder about. And I'm comfortable with these videos and having these conversations, or saying these things, because I understand that I am fallible. I understand that I am human. I understand I'm not perfect. I understand that, I'm nobody without God. You understand? So there are things that I don't understand and that I don't get. And I don't mind having that conversation, because no, I don't have it all together. I'm not that guy. Even though I want to be that guy, but I'm not that guy. And so one thing that I wonder about is faith. And I wonder about because I have issues. And like we all have issues. We all have issues, we all have problems. And we have to learn and get an understanding of how we could deal with these issues and deal with these problems. And one way is through our faith. And faith is not a difficult thing to understand, but it's a hard thing to do or to have. Case in point, a lot of us confuse faith with belief. And yes, we do have to have belief. We do have to believe in things, and believe that it's going to get better, and believe things are going to be right, and believe that our life is going to change. But faith is putting those beliefs into action, because faith is a verb, it's an action word. It's something that we have to do. We have to exhibit. We have to show faith. If you read Hebrews 11, and I was reading this, and I looked at it differently all the times that I read it. When you look at Hebrews 11, they talk about what faith is, and by faith, if you go through each verse, it says by faith somebody did something, or Abraham did this, or by faith Isaac did this, or Jacob did this, and what dawned on me was, yeah, by faith they did something. By faith it was a movement. By faith they went forward. By faith Noah built the ark. I mean, you get what I'm saying? So they did something by faith. And a lot of us get confused, because we think by faith we just supposed to just believe it, and God's supposed to just do it. And that is true. He will. Won't he do it? He said he would. I like that song. But we have to also move in our faith for that. I was reading the book, and in the book, the author has said that belief is like being in the bleachers, but faith is in the game. And that thing right there, it changed my outlook because I had to, it made me move. Because all this time I'm with faith, believing God is going to do something. And I believe he is going to do something. But at the same time, I wasn't always moving in that way. Some of you have belief that God is going to bless you with a new job. Okay. He's going to bless you with a job in general, even if you're unemployed. But by faith, what you have to do is fill out a job application. What you have to do is seek employment. See if somebody is hiring. A lot of us believe, a lot of us want the American dream. We want a house and we want cars and we want these things. But, by faith, we believe in God to bless us with a new house. He's going to do it. Anything we want, he can grant us. He can give it to us. But by faith, wanting a new house, I got to make sure my credit is right by faith. I got to make sure by faith that I at least need to apply for a mortgage by faith. So, or by faith, I need to seek means of getting that. Because God, he is going to bless that works. He's going to bless that. Now, listen to me. Just because let me say this, that we aren't given or graced or are blessed because of our works. No. God blesses us and gives us because he is our Father. That's what he does. But if we want something and if you want to do something, you can't just sit there and just wait without anticipation of the blessing. I know I said a mouthful there. So basically what I'm saying is that we have to believe. We have to have, our faith has to be moving in that direction of our belief of what we want. And that's how we operate in our faith. Another example in the Bible, there was a lady with an issue, the issue of blood. We all know the story. Most of us know the story. It's in the New Testament. I want to say Luke and Matthew have different type of stories, but it's the same story. So in that, the lady with the issue of blood, what she did was she had to go into physicians and trying to get healed, and it wasn't happening. But she knew if she can get to Jesus, she would be healed. And she made her way through the crowd, pushed her way through the crowd. She touched Jesus' garment, and instantly, immediately, she was healed, to the point where Jesus had to turn around and ask, "Who touched me?" And that's the power that left him into her. That's the kind of power that we can have. But let me go back to the story. So Peter looking at Jesus like, "Hey man, we got all these people here and you gonna ask us who touched you?" Basically, that's how it went down. I know that's how I would have asked if I was Peter, like, dude, really? I mean, we got all these people here standing around you and trying to get to you, and you talking about who touched you. But, that's me. And kind of, I guess that's Peter too, how his thought process was with that. And when the lady realized that she was healed, she went to Jesus, and Jesus told her by her faith she was healed. Not by her belief that Jesus can heal her, but by her faith that she made her way through the crowd to get in touch, because she said that all she had to do was touch the hem of his garments, to touch him, and she will be made whole. And that was her faith. And she went forth and she touched him. And guess what? She was healed. And in closing, I guess leaving, that's all I have on the matter. But I want everyone to know, and this is for me too. This is for me too. I'm not just saying what everyone else needs to do. This is what Melvin needs to do too. And this is the things, like I said in the beginning, the issues and stuff that I deal with and things I think about. So I'm just sharing with you what I find in my search to try to be better and try to live better and try to live in the fullness of what God has promised. But remember, your faith has to be put into action. You have to exercise your faith. So please, you believe in God for something, and you believe in God is going to bless you in a way, He will. I'm believing God with you. But we both have to operate in that faith to make sure and to ensure, because this is something else. I'm sorry. A lot of times when we move, we believe in God for something and we're moving in that direction and we're pushing in our faith. A lot of time God will tell you in that process, because everything is a process. In that process, God will tell you this ain't what He want to give you right now. Sorry, that's something different. Maybe that's for another time. But just remember that little nugget as well. But believe God, seek God, put your faith out there, and try and go get it. Thank you. Have a blessed day.